Hey guys, welcome to another ride in the struggle bus where every wheel's an empty triangle. On today's Riding with Friends, we're riding with that guy, and I'm just gonna let him introduce himself.
Bus driver Gabe! Bus driver Gabe! Look who it is, bus driver Gabe! It's me, Clyde Albatross, your favorite struggle school pickleball team manager. Bus driver Gabe, don't forget what my mom told you, bus driver Gabe. Don't forget what she told you. Remember, you have to drop me off 3 miles from my house. Exactly 3 miles. My mom doesn't want her neighbors to know that I go to struggle school. But I don't mind struggle school so much, bus driver Gabe. Uh I like it kind of actually. I like the pickleball team and I like mathematics and bus driver Gabe, where are you gonna take us today? Will it be a fun go game? I hope it'll be a fun go game.
So yeah, that's Clyde. He's a mean pickleball player. Time to find out if he's also a mean Go player. So let's go get into the game. Okay, so let's go. But before we do, I'm a little thirsty, so I think I'm just gonna have some water here.
Oh, it's good that you're staying hydrated. Stay hydrated.
That's nice and refreshing. So let's go.
Have a good game, bus driver Gabe.
We are black against Clyde. He's a weird one, but he means well, and he plays a mean pickleball. So we're happy to have him around. We'll see if he plays a mean game of Go as well.
Bus driver Gabe is taking a flexible influence, so I'm going to take flexible territory. How do you like that?
Okay, so we are going to see dual 3-3s if I had to guess. Either way, we are still going to play our 3-4 facing him. And I expect he's going to play C3 right now, at which point we will play D4.
So, now he's taking a directional territory, so I'm going to take an influential territory. Because it's like the seesaw at school. One side goes up, the other side goes down.
He did not, but he played another interesting move, the 4-5. So I do want to approach one of the corners. I think I'm just going to approach this stone with our 3-4 and see how he responds to this.
So now, my 5-4 stone said that I wanted the center of the bottom side of the board. So I'm going to continue to take the center of the bottom side of the board. But I'm going to take a low stone over here. Because this is, yeah. Because I have a high stone, and now I have a low stone.
And he responds by tanukiing. That is interesting. So normally I like to pincer this stone. But with this here, that'll get a little hairy. So all I'm going to do is play a move that I used to play a lot more frequently than I do now. And we're going to play the diagonal, which is a nice strong move. It makes it difficult to attack these stones later, so we're able to tanuki away from this more easily than if we try to develop a base. In this way we can pretend like we played a 3-4 stone and he approached here. We'll have a nice easy solution with just attaching.
Bus driver Gabe responded. It's a very good response. So, it's very flexible. I could play away, but it wouldn't be a good idea to play away. No, Clyde, no. Don't do it, Clyde. Don't play away, Clyde. Because we want the center of the bottom side. So, I should just follow up what my stones say and be consistent. The coach of the pickleball team is always like telling guys, no, you gotta practice and get it consistent. So I'm gonna be consistent.
So he just makes a base, and I think we are just going to attach here. If we do the typical variation, this stone will be a little farther away than he probably wants it to be. So we will play here.
Bus driver game attached. Oh, bus driver game is attached to me. I knew we were friends.
And he does do his Hane, so we will just pull back. I expect he might do the tiger's mouth. He didn't. He just connected, and we will extend here. So again, this is we're used to this variation. Typically, white would then extend to either K4 or K3. He's not going to because he's got strength over here, but this can be reduced pretty easily later, so it's not too much of a concern right now. I find that surprising. I feel like that's a little slow, but that's okay. So we're going to go approach the 3/3 stone. It's always a little awkward to approach them because they really don't have a good extension off of them. So if you leave a 3/3 stone alone, there's really not too much he can do with it. But in this case, I do just want to approach the corner. So we'll just take the 4/4 and see what way he feels like going.
Oh yeah, good hydration. Delicious water. Well, if you're building along this side, this is an uninteresting side because you already have a strong group here. And it's also one of the smaller sides of the board. So forcing you to take that side is actually forcing you into a smaller portion of the board. So I want more, and I want you to have less. Because I would win. So I'm going to make you extend now. And I'm going to slide on the top. Because that's the interesting side of the board.
Okay, so he pushes this way. And this is similar to when we have a 4/4 stone in a 3/3. We're going to get influence. He's going to get the corner. In this case, his corner is going to be a little larger because he got the first stone there. But we will extend this way. And then he will normally knight's move there. We jump out this way, and he may knight's move here. That's the common variation that I'm used to when playing against a 3/3 stone.
Oh. Bus driver Gabe wants influence. And no sides of the board. Huh. I guess that's one solution.
And like I said, that is where he played. And so white has a pretty good corner here, and we get some influence. And we can leave this alone for now. I think we probably want to extend off of our last corner. And there's more potential on this side. So that's the side that we're going to extend to.
Oh, bus driver Gabe didn't do the thing. He didn't. Bus driver Gabe. You're supposed to play here. This is the finish. We're over here. But I thought if I play here, I'm taking the boring side of the board. Oh, you tricked me. Maybe I should just take the territory. Take the territory? Alright. I think I will play here. Because I can slide to Q18. Or I can two-space to K17. That's what I'll do.
Okay, so he approaches over here. So we can defend the corner. We can also leave it alone. His follow-up will be Q18 if we ignore. But he's got some Mii. He can go either way. He can take a base with K17 or come in with Q18. And so what do we feel like doing here? Do we want to push on that stone? Then he'll just get a base. That'll kind of be a little timid game. This bottom, there's not too much we can do. So I think we're just going to defend our corner. He's got some Mii here. He can come to K17 and make a base, or he can slide in at Q18. But I'm just going to take Q18 away from him. I suspect he'll go and take a base now.
Oh, bus driver Gabe. He loves that corner.
I suspect he's going to take a base now, at which point we can look at developing the right side. And he does, in fact, take a base. So the question is, are we okay with the strength of this group right here to leave it alone? To Tanuki away and try to develop this right side. And so really the question we have to consider is, how does white punish us if we leave this here? Where does his profit come from? And it's going to be tough for him to develop the left side because of our C6 stone. And it's going to be tough for him to develop the top side because he'd have to go to the third and second line to do it. So I'm not sure there's a big punishment against this group. So I think I'm going to take the last big point on the side. And we can look at playing something like Q10 or R10. In this case, I'm going to play R9. That looks like a good extension off of these two stones.
Bus driver Gabe, he takes the right-hand side. Now it's time to evaluate. Bus driver Gabe has potential here, and that's it. Bus driver Gabe has a floating group up here. And me, Clyde Albatross. That's who I am. I have potential here, and I have potential here. So how do I expand my potential and limit his potential? Let's look. We could jump up. We could cap. We could peep. But I think I want to take an active role against these. Cause bus driver gave, he never finished it. And he should have finished it. So I'm gonna finish it.
Okay, so unsurprisingly, he goes after our group here. And it looks like with this, he is going to try to develop the left side. And that's okay. I think we can just play a move and try to get into the center. This is good timing, though, because I was looking at taking the shoulder hit at C13, and that might have been a larger move than taking this side. But I think either move was okay. And so I do think we want to get some strength for this group. And so we're going to make this shape to move out towards the center, get a little strong, and see if we can reduce whatever extension he gets over here. But again, it'll be a little tricky with the C6 stone.
So I think I'm gonna take these exchanges first. A little peep here.
Okay, he plays this peep. I think this is a pretty easy block here, and so we will block that.
Alright. We made our little exchange. I want to get some Sente. Like, who doesn't like Sente? But I also want to build this area. So I think starting with the cap, or I could start with the shoulder hit. If I play the shoulder hit, and bus driver Gabe plays up, and I Hane, bus driver Gabe, he cuts, and then I extend. Bus driver Gabe will Atari, and I'll extend. And then bus driver Gabe has to fix over here. And I've gotten everything I want. Clyde, you've done it again.
Okay, so he's leaning on these two stones now. And so the question is, do we want to defend this side or if we want to defend the corner? And in this case, I'm going to defend the corner, and I'm going to kick the stone here. This will try to over-concentrate him a little bit while securing our corner.
Oh, I knew this day was coming. Bus driver Gabe. After I told you that story about Sally, you still kick me?
And he does, in fact, stand up. So he looks a little over-concentrated here, but not too bad. I think we can leave this for now and start playing our own sensei moves. There's some aji here with this cut. You know, if we play b15 and he pushes, we have some aji here, and we can do that in this order as well. If we play here and he blocks, it doesn't work right now. But if we get a stone somewhere like c11, it now turns this cut on.
Well, bus driver Gabe thinks he's taking the big points. Let's do this. Give him the old Clyde Albatross fighting spirit. Here we go. Go team.
Okay, so he is going to pincer us. And I think we need to jump out, get some strength, and probably connect up with this group. He'll have this group, that stone that needs to run out. And this seems reasonable. Again, we've got some aji with this cut here. So for now, let's just jump out and see what this turns into.
And we play between the groups. Because the problem is, you keep your stones connected, and your opponent's stones disconnected. That's what I'm doing. I'm following all the rules.
Okay, he's gonna jump out as well. This is getting pretty hot in this spot. I need a drink real quick, guys. Hold on a second.
Oh, it's good that you're staying hydrated. Stay hydrated. Yeah.
Okay. Whew, feel better now. So we can look to make this group stronger. We can look to make this group stronger. I still think this group is fine. And so I'm going to consider just taking this shoulder hit here. I think that's what we're going to do.
Oh, look what bus driver Gabe did. Hold on. So if I cap here, bus driver Gabe will feel like connecting, and I built my potential. And then we could take more different exchanges around F11. And then get out ahead of bus driver Gabe in the top left. He won't even see it coming. I don't think he will. Guess what, bus driver Gabe? I'm surrounding you. I heard Go players don't like to be surrounded. Do you like being surrounded?
Okay, so he's going to jump ahead. So it looks like he's willing to sacrifice this stone to build a large center. And I think that's just what we have to do at this point. So I am going to keep these separated. The question is, does the diagonal work? So the diagonal is better, but I think this is a more solid answer. So we will play here. Okay, he's looking to surround. He's got to be a little careful because there's this cut. If we play here, I suspect he's not going to block here and let us cut. I suspect he's going to push, and if we push, he'll happily eat this up. We can play this to threaten the cut, but that isn't going to do too much for us. So I think instead we are going to move out in this direction to get this group a little stronger. Also, while doing this, we'll be getting strength against this group, and so eventually he'll have to do something here as well. I think I'm just going to cap this stone, move out quickly, and see what happens. Once this group gets stronger, then we can look at this cut again.
Oh, bus driver Gabe, he saw it coming after all.
Okay, so he is looking to build a very large center. So now is the time to do something about that. We need to make sure that this doesn't turn into anything too big. We can look at this push and cut, which is probably what I'm going to do to start getting in here. The issue is if we push and he lets this go to build up that, will that be enough? I think it'll be fine. So that is what I'm going to do. When it was just one stone, it wasn't worth going after, but now that there are multiple stones here, I think this cut is a little better to take now. We will take this Atari. It comes in Sente, gives us a little more, gives us some more stones to maneuver off of.
Oh, bus driver Gabe, I didn't know you wanted to fight me. Those fighting words, bus driver Gabe.
So I think we're just going to play something around here to just reduce how much this turns into. He's got enough weaknesses over here that it's going to be tough to contain this. We're just going to look to run out.
Oh, look at him. Look at bus driver. What is he doing? He's capping me.
With this being a deep invasion, we're willing to sacrifice any of these stones to get life. And so this is enough of a reduction for now. And so we're just going to jump out, get the reduction, and get out, and build up shape. And again, here he's got some cuts that he's going to have to be mindful of.
Bus driver Gabe is running. Look at bus driver Gabe. But there's a problem, bus driver Gabe. If you run to the right, and I follow you to the right, then your top left group is surrounded. It's a devious plot once again by Clyde.
He also has these three stones, which are fine because they're out ahead, but still there's enough for him to also be concerned with. I think we're just going to start with this attachment here.
What if I just cut you?
And we will extend this way as well. Okay, so he blocks that way. That is a perfectly fine way for him to go. We are going to extend this way to threaten this cut. He's also threatening this cut, but we can give up these two stones again. We're willing to give up stones to make sure that we get something in here to successfully reduce him.
Okay, so I'm gonna protect my cut. And now, bus driver Gabe, are you gonna protect your cut too? I think you should protect your cut.
Okay, so he is building strength there. We can look at this attachment, which I like the looks of it. I like the looks of this attachment. And so that's what I'm going to play to kind of poke at the weakness that he has here. And so this is what we're going to do.
Well, I can still cut you. Oh, the fight is getting spicy.
And this is why this is why I wanted to play d9 instead of playing e9, as we have some more strength here. Okay, so things are definitely getting interesting now. How do we want to handle this? We can look at Atariing this way. I think that's what we're going to do. It gets us good shape. Usually you don't want to Atari cutting stones, but in this case, I think we're in okay shape to do it. So we need to fly out this way now, I believe. We can also look at this cut, but then we end up having trouble with these stones. So we're going to move out in this direction.
You can run, but you can't hide. Oh no, and now your right-hand side is in trouble.
Okay, and he is predictably going to block us from where we want to go, but we will keep on driving in that direction. As we're doing this, we're surrounding these 4 stones. So there's a lot of stones jockeying for position here. He is peeping us. He's going to look to cut here, but we have to protect this peep. And now he's coming back to try to get those stones. We can look at something like this to try to link up. And so that's what I'm going to do. And this is classic Clyde. He's a very aggressive player. So he's Ataring us. We will absolutely connect here.
Oh, well, I'm gonna sacrifice 2 stones. 2 stones, get out of here. Nobody wanted you anyway.
And so now it looks like he's going to potentially be getting these stones. And do we want to let that happen? So I think this group is more important. And so we are going to extend this way, which he does as well. Unfortunately, I realized after I played this, while we're forcing him this way, he's going to be surrounding this group. So things are going to be pretty tough here. So let's see. I think we're going to push one more time, and then we can look at seeing if we can work off the weakness of these 2 stones to get us something.
All right, and then we hare. Yeah.
Okay, I think we're kind of in some trouble here, but we're going to try and see if this pseudo wedge will get us enough Aji to get there. But I don't know. Though it appears that Clyde's Go skills are as good as his pickleball skills. So we will bamboo here. He has to be mindful of this cut. But I think we're going to have trouble keeping both of these groups alive, which is kind of the issue when you make multiple weak groups. I also am playing a little bit into his strength when I play this way, but it makes for a more fun game.
Oh, bus driver Gabe, he wants to kill my 2 stones. Can you believe that? Or 1 stone. That's only 1. So I could jump here?
Okay. Okay, so we are going to extend.
Yep. Just connect. Feels good. It's good. And bus driver Gabe has to make some eyes now. Where's he gonna make eyes?
Okay, we will wedge here, but I'm not sure this works. Did some quick reading, and we'll see if this is enough to get us there. He connects.
Oh, he's trying to bamboozle me. I see. Alright. Alright, bus driver Gabe. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
We can block here, and We descend, he cuts. Yeah, I think we're okay if we do this. So this is what I'm going to do, see if we can separate his stones here and work some magic.
Okay, okay. So, I stand up, bus driver Gabe connect. Then I play here, Hane, connect. Extend, extend, cut. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 liberties.
This is tricky because now if we play here, and he pushes and we get this, and he plays here. I still think we have to do this. I think it's the only move. So that is what we're going to do. That's not surprising. We will play this.
Oh, bus driver Gabe, he made a different response than I expected. Sometimes that happens. But we've disconnected our opponent and we've kept most of our stones connected. That is a proverb.
And for a little bit of time, Suji, we're going to play this. Into this cut.
But now bus driver Gabe has a liberty problem.
And I think this Hane is okay.
Oh, bus driver Gabe, what's happening?
And if we play this, he's going to capture this stone. But I still think it's the only move we have. And now I have to hope that the Aji over here works. We can play this bamboo breaker, which is pretty good right now.
I need to play. Come on, Clyde, focus, Clyde. You gotta play simple, solid moves. Where is the trick that bus driver Gabe will use? Throw in Atari. Oh, it's here. Alright. Don't get fooled, Clyde. Don't get fooled.
But we do end up losing these 6 stones, which is pretty big. And we're going to be in trouble here. So this is still some difficulty for the bus. Okay, so is he going to win this Liberty race when I connect here? I'm not so sure, but that is what we're going to do. We're going to play this right here.
Oh, bus driver Gabe. Did you even read it?
And we will extend here, or we'll extend here. I think we will play this Hane. Well, I think we lose this Liberty race, but we have to at least play it out, because if we lose, at least we die in Sente. That's important. Remember, you can't die in Gote. Okay, so we can connect.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I counting that right? I don't just have trouble with reading, everybody. I also have trouble with counting.
And he will protect that way. And I think we're going to take this cut now. See if we can work something over here to get a way to get a liberty in Sente. I don't think we're going to be able to. I think we are short on liberties here.
We'll take 1 exchange.
But we will play this anyway.
And then we'll protect our weak point.
And we will take this cut. Okay, so let's see. We only have 3 liberties. We will play here. which will force him to fill his own liberty because we've got the snapback.
Oh, bus driver Gabe is trying to throw in 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1, 2, 3. Oh, bus driver Gabe, I win this capture race. I don't know if you saw this, but I win this capture race.
And if we play here, we will lose the liberty race because he'll go here and he'll have 4 liberties. We will only have 3. So not the greatest thing in the world. Let's see. I haven't read to see if this works, but maybe it does. And then we'll play here. Doesn't work, gang. Doesn't work. I think Clyde's got us, guys. I think Clyde's got us. But we're not going to give up yet, are we? We aren't going to give up yet, are we? We will at least play this. Because I think these stones are dead too. This was all predicated on us actually killing these stones. And dare I say, we may have gotten bamboozled. I know. I hate to admit it, but I think that's where we're at with this one, guys. I don't know. I think Clyde's got us. We have succumbed to the pickleball master, and we simply have to throw in the towel and go repair the bus. But it was a fun game, but this is where we are. We are going to push the resign button. It makes me sad as well. But it was a fun game, and we all knew coming into this one that it was going to come down to a big fun fight. And this one was big and fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I hope you guys enjoyed Clyde. He's a fun kid. He's a little weird, but he's a good one. So anyway, thank you guys for coming for another ride in the struggle bus where every wheel is an empty triangle. Have a good one, guys.
Thank you for the game, bus driver Gabe.